being here tonight. It's a very, very wonderful thing to know that despite of which side of this candidacy we're on, we can meet as fellow Republicans and in the same room in a civil manner. When I was first asked by Dean Tyler Montague to run, one of the things that I immediately said was, you know what, I really don't want to do this because I don't want to have my name, and my family doesn't want to see my name dragged through the mud. And I don't want to, if I do this, I don't want to be slinging mud. I think people are very, very tired of that. And I've watched the national political scene and our own local scene here, and it's bothered me. And so I respect the fact that you're here tonight. Some of you I know very well, some of you I know very well are not choosing to vote for me, and that's fine. I still appreciate the fact that you would come tonight anyhow. As I said, one of the main reasons I wanted to run is because I wanted to bring a civil tone to the political process. And as many of you have noticed in the last few weeks, there have been many attacks on my character. And I would like to start by just saying a few things. First off, I am a very proud Mesa citizen. I've been here for 30 years now. I love the state of Arizona. I love the city of Mesa. In my professional career, I've had many, many opportunities to leave the state. In fact, to go over to Hawaii at one point in time. Had a chance to go to Las Vegas with Arthur Anderson before the heating deal. I had the opportunity to go east. I had a client that wanted to sell a house way out in East Mesa, far East Mesa, outside this district. But we love the neighborhood we're in. We love the home we're in. It's a small home. We've added on to it to accommodate our 7 children. They've all gone to Whittier Elementary School, except for our youngest son, Sam. He's got some special needs, and so he goes to Webster, just up the street a piece. They've all gone to the Carson Junior High School. They've all gone to Westwood High School. I'm a charter school guy. None of my kids have been in charter schools because we've been very pleased with what our neighborhood schools have delivered to us, and we've loved the education they've gotten. We've loved their teachers. We love their administrators. We love the people that helped our kids in so many different ways. We tip our hats to the many teachers and others who have helped our students get a great education at those 2 elementary schools and junior high school and high school. We love Mesa. We love Arizona. I love the opportunity I have to be a teacher and now to work with teachers on a very, very close basis. I also love the opportunity I've had to serve in business. I came here with a bachelor's and master's degree at Brigham Young University in accounting. Went to work for the accounting firm of then Deloitte Haskins & Sells. We merged with Touche Ross, became Deloitte & Touche. And at that time, we closed down our Mesa office where I was working, and I went downtown and worked in our downtown or uptown office to finish my career there. When an opportunity came to go to work for a Chinese-speaking client of mine, I said, this is great. I was getting kind of disgruntled with being a tax preparer, tax planner, and whatnot. I wanted to do something different. I've been serving with Deloitte for about 9+ years. And every accountant's dream at Big 8 was, you know, get your 2 years and get out as soon as you can to make some real money. And I stuck around for over 9 years. And when they came and said they wanted a Chinese-speaking CPA, and I was the person assigned to that particular tax engagement, it was a nice thing to do. I always wanted to go back to Hong Kong, where I'd served my mission, and I thought this would be great. I could refine my Cantonese skills, and everything would be great. Well, I want to tell you what happened at that company, because there's been some interesting articles published here recently that implicate me in some very, very wrongdoings by the majority owner, Raymond Hung. I started in August of 1991 with the business called Corp International. It was a multi-level marketing company that dealt in security alarm products, personal attack alarms, car alarms, home security alarms. Okay, we started up at the Bay Colony Suites on Pima and Via Ventura, and that's where I spent my whole time there. We started with, I think, 4 people originally, 4 or 5 people originally. I think I was the 5th person hired. And I can remember those first 2 weeks. We weren't getting paid from Hong Kong. We had not made a sell yet, and payroll was due. We had some secretaries who were not going to be hired on, and a couple of programmers needed to be paid, and there was no money to be paid. So I remember having just come right out of Deloitte, cashing in whatever money I could from Deloitte. I covered the payroll for that company. It was like $2,500, $2,600 to cover that payroll so we could get through, knowing that these guys in Hong Kong would probably deliver, and they wouldn't hire me and 2 weeks later stiff me for $2,600, and so I covered that payroll. Over the next year and a half, we watched that company go from 0 to, by the time I was asked to leave in January of 1993, just about a year and a half later, okay, we were doing $11 million a month. In fact, the story goes like this. For about a year and a half, I hired everybody I could possibly hire. I had a lot of people from Mesa, from wherever I could get them. We couldn't hire people fast enough to ship orders, to take phone calls, to do some of the manufacturing and repair. It was a great, great business, and it was going ballistic. And there were times when, even with my calling in my church at the time, it was a very serious calling, which some of you were there with me at the time, I would work all day, work into the night, not come home, work the next day back to the office, go back to the warehouse, ship more products. We couldn't get up people fast enough, and so there's times I spent sometimes 48 to 72 hours there just trying to make sure that business got off, and it did. It went incredibly well. The first few months were kind of shaky, but then it started going up and up and up. The night that we were sitting there, it was the Phoenix Open. IBM had been trying to court us to buy a big mainframe computer to run all of our numbers on, and so they invited us to the Tournament Players Club and watch the Phoenix Open. And so my dad, Reg, was a great golfer. Well, he wasn't a great golfer. He liked to golf a lot, and he tried to teach me, but we duffed a lot. And I took him over there, and I took my son, Brent, and we went up there. And on the way back, I said, Dad, why don't you take Brent home, and I'll get a ride home with someone else. It's the last day of the month. I want to see, our last business day of the month. I want to see if we broke $10 million tonight. All the people working, they were working on that Saturday. Went in there, and they were excited. They were about to close the door on the month sales, and we're about $11 million, and we're just celebrating. It was a wonderful thing. I get a call from Mr. Hung's little friend that kind of was working with us from Hong Kong in our office there. And he says, hey, Jerry, are you there? And I go, yeah, I'm here. Congratulations. We just broke $10 million. In fact, we broke $11 million tonight. This is great. Come on down. Let's celebrate with all the people that are taking orders and whatnot. And he says, okay, we'll be down a little bit. He says, we'll be down. I says, who's coming down? He goes, well, Raymond's coming also. I go, great. This is wonderful. I thought he was in Hong Kong. And when he came in the door, there was a few other people with him also. They had weapons. They had rifles. Okay? And they came into my office, the two of them, and the guards stood outside the door and said, you are now being replaced. And Mr. Ridley, the president, I was his chief operating officer by that time, and they gave me a 3.25% interest in the company. They gave me the chance to gather my stuff together, and then they escorted me to my car. And all that work, a year and a half, was gone. And I thought, how could this happen in America? And as it worked out, we worked out an arrangement where I sold my interest back to them. They were at least willing to do that. They cut the price drastically. I got out with what I could. Okay? That allowed me to do something that I always wanted to do, and I could teach seminary. So I started after that, took the classes, started over at Mountain View, went to Westwood, then ended up at Mesa Community College. I left there in January, the last day of January 1993. Okay? In December of 1992, on December 31st, there's a picture that was taken of me and my then 4 children and Janet at a big convention down in Dallas. We all had all these new clothes and everything on because that's what you did, and we were starting to bring in some serious money, and I got a little taste of what that was like. I keep that picture. It's right by my desk, wherever I go, because in it is my almost 8-year-old son. He's 2 days from being 8 years old. He turns 8 on January 2nd, 2 days later. And he's standing there in his tuxedo, which he hates being in, like this. And he's got this really peculiar look on his face, like, I would rather be home with my friends doing fireworks or something else instead of this stupid tuxedo with all these people that are trying to suck up to me all the time because they want my dad's attention. I want to get out of here. And that reminds me of what almost happened. Luckily, by the grace of God, I was asked to leave. At the time, it was devastating. But it didn't take more than a couple of hours to realize that, you know what? It's going to be nice to be able to come home at nights. It's going to be nice to dedicate a lot more time to my calling. It's going to be nice to be able to do something that I've always wanted to do, and that's to teach. And so we got over that really quickly. I taught through 2006. Now that brings me to another issue. There's also another rumor going around, or fabrication going around, that somehow with the company that I currently am employed, Sequoia